You know, being one of the few main defenders of Homestuck against Team Fortress 2 gets surprisingly more tiring than you'd expect, especially if you're me. However, I've got a need to not be so damn bored and also have an incredible idea for future ammunition. So for the next few months, yours truly will be binging about 8 games depending on my mood. I've already posted the list on Twitter, but for the hell of it, I'll restate it here. First up, Postal 2. 2. Postal 1. Why they're in the wrong order? Don't ask. 3. Halo, Combat Evolved. 4. Black Mesa because I don't want to pirate Half-Life 1 right now. 5. Half-Life 2. 6. Payday 2. 7. Left 4 Dead 2. 8. Team... For my own sake, let's just hurry this up. I seriously don't want to keep doing this for longer than 8 months. Please. I mean, anything to delay me from playing the
Practice. I can never get off of his fat dick.
Postal 2, despite a majority of the probably shit fuck games on the list, doesn't exactly have the most linear plot. You live in a trailer with your wife.
Turn down that fucking TV!
In Paradise, Arizona, and all you really do in the game are literal chores throughout the course of a week that later causes you to be put in wacky antics with several individual parties, like butchers, protesters, and postal delivery service. God, of course. Sure, you eventually fucking shoot yourself on Friday, which honestly benefits me more than the plot itself, but why? God, this shit is driving me crazy, and we're not even a third of the way through. So that's why he did it. Postal 2's gameplay is surprisingly enjoyable for a game from April 13th, 2003. Okay. Movement as well as the game's physics are pretty easy to control, exploit, and live with during each session, excluding the parts where I died, but just, you know, ignore that. After completing the game in at least Postal, you can now play it Enhanced, which is, and I quote, fucking nuts. Before we head on to the next section, we of course need to talk about the weapons, since that's how shit gets done around here. Unless you're a Wrigler. Which is about 3.9% of the people who bought the game. Seriously, why? That's the whole fucking point of half the mission. You start off with just your hands, a box of matches, and the Q key. But your loadout of weapons slowly progresses while exploring areas in Paradise. Like, for example, other people's hives. Honestly, I don't know if I should be asking for much more. This is clearly the best part about the game. Personally, after a good 3 hours of playing the game, my favorite weapons are the machete, the scythe, and the sawed-off shotgun. Let me explain why in 8 words. Swing, swish, pew, pow, bam, boom, pop, shink. I think that about does it justice. Hopefully it was clear enough for even the densest of people to understand.
Doing your mom?
I actually managed to have a decent time playing, while also trying to ignore the fact that this is in the game.
Honey, I'm home.
Nope, no hot studs in this game, sadly.
It's not good. Wondering if you have a soul.
While I was playing the game, it crashed a lot, but the worst case was when I didn't have Steam in the background, so fucking this happened.
Hey Vince, mission accomplished.
Good job, man. Come on over to the house. We're partying with the Postal babes.
Save a blonde for me. I'll be right over.
I'm not ashamed, I'm just mad. Postal 2 is an interesting experience to say the least, regarding playability and its cousin fuck humor. Didn't immediately want to throw my computer out the window, so that's at least a plus in my book. While sure the game is fine, I'm still pissed my game crashed. It's happened more than once, that's the real problem. Postal 2 has crashed several times previously before I started recording for footage, and each time was severely annoying. The only excuse I could find for this was 2003. But still, after all of that, after every single bit of that I went through, game's fine. I'll give it like a fucking 7 out of 10. It's alright.
I think I need that.
Hey,
The fuck just happened?